I'm Banks.
I am Josh.
Odd places going viral.
I roll. Thanks. How often do you beat yourself?
Beat myself.
Yes.
Flog myself.
Yeah. Well, however you want to take that. Let's just give me your initial, your knee-jerk response, and then we'll get into what I'm talking about.
All right. The closest thing I do to flogging is I'll get ant bites, and the ant bites will form red blisters, and I pop them, and that's about the closest thing to flogging. Beating myself up. I mean, there is an intrinsic feeling of like popping something like that. So, okay, that's kind of off the top.
Not beating yourself up, beating yourself. How often do you beat yourself?
I physically beat myself. I don't. Um, mentally beat myself. I will question an action or something I said or did, and I look at that as beating myself up.
Okay. Yeah, that's still kind of beating yourself up, though. Here's
But
where I'm.
okay,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
here's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I'm talking about the person you were yesterday. How often do you try and beat the person you were yesterday? To beat
Oh,
yourself, to get just that little bit inch better, just that little bit, run the stairs a second faster, drink water a little bit more, just go that little bit extra to beat the person you were the day before.
the day before, yeah. Um, I used to be a competitive athlete, runner, triathlete, professional at one time. And I got to a point in my life where I physically, my body said, do something else. And with that went my competitive urge. I gotta be better. I still want to be better. Do I compete against myself from yesterday? Not really. I mean, I'll look at yesterday and I'll go, I probably should. I want to not eat as much pasta as I ate yesterday. So yesterday's Banks ate a lot of pasta. Today's Banks
Yes.
is like, okay, I'm going to have just a smaller.
But one less noodle, that would do it, right? If you had one less noodle,
Yeah.
we got to drop one noodle from your diet, and then bam, you just beat the person you were yesterday because your goal was to eat fewer noodles, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You could say that. What about you? Do you work on beating yourself every day?
Yeah. And here's the thing: I'm not talking about big things, small, almost inconsequential things, but just to see if I can do it. It's kind of like this process of maxing out, right? You just want to see if you can do it, uh, like a
Max.
test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come from bodybuilding mentality, and that was all about getting bigger and I guess stronger too, right? Stronger and bigger are the same, or just bigger?
Mostly bigger, mostly bigger. Yeah, not so much stronger. Strength came with the party, but it was,
Okay. All right. So there is a competitive thing in there of like I got to look bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. When I was a runner, I mean, it was like I got to better my time, got to better my time, got to get faster, faster, faster. I think, and nothing against competition. I think that competition, for me, it's destructive. To be competitive, to get out there and go, okay, I'm gonna, and I'm talking about people to people. I'm talking about let's football or let's basketball or track. I mean, track is more individual. I mean, you're out there to win the race. Yeah, it's still competitive. I don't know. Competition is just like I'm going to do anything I can to win. Here we go. Here's an example. We're in the middle, 2 weeks, 13 days away from an election, and it feels like do anything to win. That's what it feels like. And, forget the rules. What do we have to do to win?
yeah. Well, and I'm not saying we forget the rules, because in life, by the way, now maybe you could cheat in politics, you could cheat in sports, but in life, you can't cheat. You can't cheat the natural laws of the universe. You can't just decide, gravity doesn't exist. So, but I guess don't you believe competition drives performance? Don't you think that's how it makes us want to be better and work harder and become better and improve our skills? Without competition, why would we do that?
Yeah. For me, it's competition with yourself. That's what I feel.
Yes.
And it's not so much, I'm going to compare myself to these other three runners, and I'm going to be a faster, I'm going to beat them. Instead of, I'm going to go out there and my best time is a 14:22 5K on an outdoor track. I'm going to get better than 14:22. How can I do that?
Wait a minute. You did a 14:22 on a 5K?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
I know.
moly.
That was
I don't
crazy.
know if I've ever beat I don't think I've even beat 20 ever. I'm not a 5Ker though. That was when I was bodybuilding. So I was literally running with 50 pounds of meat on my frame, on my skeleton.
Yeah.
Extra. But still, holy moly, 14. That's
Yeah.
impressive. I just want to say that. I'm
Oh, thanks. So the competition should be with yourself. The competition with yourself rather than with others. That's my view.
Yeah, and here's my thing. You know me, I don't like to be ordinary, right? That's my thing. I don't want to be ordinary. We know the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. It's just a little bit extra. It's just that little bit. If you could just do that extra every day, because I'm going to drop something on you you're not going to believe.
Okay.
If you get 1% better every day for an entire year, at the end of that year, you'll be 37 times better, 37x. 1% a day. That's all you got to do. Just a little bit every day.
There is a measurement that you have to say you have to get better 1%. And every day, if you get better 1%, at some point, that 1% is really difficult.
You think so? It's only 1%. Because think about it. You're right. The first step is the hard, and then you got to take a second, but I also, you're getting better. So that next 1%, you're not the same person as when you started.
All right.
It's all relative, right? It's just a relative 1%.
You're, I get it. I get it. I feel, well, man, I'm looking at capacity. At some point, you get to your ultimate. I mean, here we go. Your body, my body, I know it's breaking down. I know. I look at myself in the mirror. I see. I feel the pain in my elbow, my shoulder, my knee.
Stop it.
Yes. That, I mean, I know that my body is got its issues, and as I get older, I have more and more of them, and energy. So I know that that's happening. Physically, the best I was physically was probably back in my 20s.
Okay. But first of all, stop it. Stop saying crap like that. Like, I know I'm breaking down. You literally just willed that garbage shit into existence. Stop it. Stop it. Stop energizing crap like that. All right?
Okay, you got a point.
First.
You got a point.
Second, it's not all just physical. What about mental, emotional, spiritual? There's other aspects where we can grow and keep pushing forward. Because you believe we're energy. I think you mentioned that once, that we're energetic beings having a human experience, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just was just on my mind that why don't we all just beat ourselves? It doesn't have to be every day, but let's just beat ourselves more often and see where it goes.
I do like that idea. I do like that. It's like, I'm going to be better every single day. I'm going to be better every day. That's I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to be better every single day.
Yeah. It's not stopping you.
Right.
One less noodle. One less pasta noodle. That's all you got to do.
One less wheat pasta noodle, organic wheat pasta noodle. Yeah. So you every day are trying to just I'm going to better myself 1% every single day.
I'm not measuring it, but I was just saying that's an example. But I try and do little something, just read an extra page in the book, something, just little bit more. And hopefully it's working. Hopefully I'm improving. I guess over time we'll see.
Speaking of that, I wonder if when we go back into social settings and we see people we haven't seen in, let's say, a year, maybe a year and a half, how much of a transformation has happened with us, with you, like you.
We
People
need to talk
see.
about that next time. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd Places Going Viral.
Viral.
Boing. There we go. All right.